Hi there. Today we're going to talk about using Diigo to organize your online research sources. Diigo is a website that allows you to annotate with sticky notes and highlight web sources right on the screen. It's pretty handy because usually you can't do those things. It bookmarks everything and it organizes them for you so you can come back and find all your notes in one spot. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So for instance, if I came to the New York Times and I want to read an article about science, perhaps, I can click on this article, and right now all I can do is look at it. I can read it. I can't make any notes. So if I wanted to take notes, I would have to write them down with a pen or type them in a separate document, neither of which is a bad way to go. Some of you might prefer traditional note cards, and that's okay too. But for today, I'm going to teach you about Diigo. I'm going to teach you how to create an account, which you do by going to Diigo.com. And it's Diigo. If you look up here, it kind of looks like a little happy face, sort of. And what I'm going to do, once I get to Diigo right now, I'm signed in. So I'm going to sign out and pretend that I'm not signed in. You go to Diigo. These are all bookmarks that other people have taken. This is not mine. The one thing about Diigo, too, is that it is classified as social media because you can share your bookmarks with whoever you want. You can make them public. Anyway, I go to Diigo.com. I'm just going to hit sign in. You will do sign up. Notice that you are, hopefully if it loads, oops, you are able to sign up right here if you want to join with your Google account. This way you can use your biotech account. That's fine too. I'm going to skip that step for today. I'm going to sign in. Mine's still under my old biotech email address, which one of these days I'll remember to change. There's my password, which I know is too short. And you'll see here, these are all tags for different websites that I have bookmarked over the years. Mine is pretty unorganized because I sort of learned as I went. So my best advice to you is to organize as you go. Now that I have an account, I'm going to add somehow. See, it might take a little bit to figure out. There's a way to get what they call a Diigolet. I'm just going to go to my library. Tools. Bookmark Blitz. So, Diigolet. So I just went to Tools, and then I went to Diigolet, and I'm going to drag this little thing right here to my bookmark bar. I keep it right next to my pin, so when I work on Pinterest, I could do the same thing. Now I have this little applet here that pops up on the right-hand side. It automatically signed me in because I'm already signed into Diigo. Once I get this right here, that's my Diigolet, I can pretty much do whatever I want on this magazine. So I'm going to highlight. I can change my color. It's pink. I'm going to highlight this in pink. Maybe I'm looking for two separate things, so then I'm going to highlight this little reference here to Thoreau in blue. So I can pretty much put marks anywhere I want, right on the page, and it saves all of that. I also want to add a sticky note. I love Diigo. I'm going to post that. And then I can drag the sticky note wherever I would like it to be, and it stays next to that paragraph. So if I have an annotation that I want to put about this paragraph, I can do that. I can even add to it. So you can come back and take notes as many times as you want, and it'll kind of keep track of when you did that. Very similar to Google Docs, how you can add a comment. But this is just doing it exactly on the page itself rather than having to copy and paste it into a separate doc. So that is adding a sticky note. That is annotating. I also wanted to show you how to bookmark a site. First of all, you should know that once I did this, I'm going to come back to Diigo and I'm going to go to my library, and you'll see that automatically the New York Times site is bookmarked and my annotations, color-coded, are held here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the New York Times. I'm going to go to bookmark. I'm going to hit bookmark, and it's going to give me this little pop-up box. Before I do that, I'm going to show you how to make a library. Over here, my lists, I'm going to hit plus list. I'm going to call it research paper Farashi and Frosh. create that. Made a list over here. You see I've done this once before. So it made a library over here. Come back to here. Hit cancel. Bookmark. I'm going to uncheck it as private. I'm going to tag it NY Times Research. Notice it auto completes and puts double word tags and quotation marks so it knows it's one term. Spring Science. Those are my tags, and then I'm going to add it to a list. It's not showing up the other list now, probably because I just added it, but I'm just going to put it in that first list that I already had. Save bookmark. Once I go back to my library, I'm going to go to Research Paper Sources. And there it is, springing forward. Now I had already put this one in there earlier. So what this does is it lets you create a list of sources that you want for one topic all in the same place. The other thing that I'm going to show you how to do, I'm going to hit Diigo, I'm going to hit share, and I'm going to hit get annotated link. And what it does is it gives me a link that I can share. I'll go to a new tab, I hit share, and it's a shortened link right from Diigo. This is a view only type thing, so when you share with me, here's where my sticky note went. My sticky note moved. I don't know why it's letting me edit it, maybe because I'm logged in. But anyway, you can share your annotations with me. So when you are working on your research paper in your template and you have to give me your sources, one thing that you can do, if this will let me scroll, which it's not, come on, my laptop has been weird lately. I'm asking you for the notes from your sources. Instead of having to type up all your notes, if you want, you can just give me your little Diigo link there. I can click on it very easily, and I can see and I can see all your annotations just like that. So this way I can see the work that you're doing and seeing the types of notes that you're taking on your work, and then I can give you some feedback and help you out as you do your research. That's pretty much it. Let's see. Create an account, I did. Bookmark a site, I did. Tag a link, I did. You can also tag from the library itself. If you go in and edit, it'll let you change your privacy. It'll let you add to, oh, here it's letting me go to the different list now. You can share it to groups. I haven't used that feature, but there's lots of different ways that you can manage this. So now let's say I go to this article, which is not part of the New York Times, but I want to also use this as part of my research. Again, you have to open up the Diigo for everyone, but it opens up. It's right there on my toolbar. I'm going to bookmark it. I'm going to add it to my research paper sources. I'm going to give it a description. Lab, science, spring, research paper. And I'm going to save the bookmark. And now I'm going to hit reload on my sources here. And once it reloads, you'll see right here, it's added there. And again, if I annotated, all my annotations would show up immediately. It's pretty darn cool. All right, well, that's all. I don't want this to go on forever. What else? Bookmark to your list, highlight a source, annotate a source, share a list. That's with the link. Share your annotations. Oh, to share a list. I didn't show that. To share a list, all you do, once you're in the list, there's a URL. You can copy it and put that here. So if you wanted to send me all of your sources, all you need to do is send me your list. You don't want to send your whole library, because you'll notice I have a bunch of different things in my library. I don't want to share all of those with you. I only want the ones that relate to my research paper. So that's why I use the list to organize. All right, I'm rambling, so I'm going to end this now. But I hope this is helpful, and let me know if you need any help. Thanks.